Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world, the legendary Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Were they a real, breathtaking wonder? Or just a beautiful story passed down through generations? Let's find out. For centuries, the Hanging Gardens have captured our imaginations. They're listed as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, right alongside the Great Pyramid of Giza. Ancient writers like Philo of Byzantium and Strabo describe them in vivid detail. Terraces of lush greenery rising hundreds of feet into the air, filled with exotic trees, fragrant flowers, and cascading waterfalls. It was said to be a man-made mountain of paradise, built in the middle of a sun-scorched desert. Sounds incredible, right? The story goes that King Nebuchadnezzar II built the gardens around 600 BC for his wife, Queen Amytis. She was from Media, a mountainous and green land, and reportedly missed the hills and valleys of her homeland. So, the king, in a grand romantic gesture, decided to recreate her home in the flat, arid landscape of Babylon. He constructed a marvel of engineering, a series of terraced platforms supported by massive stone columns. These terraces were waterproofed with reeds and bitumen, covered in a thick layer of soil, and planted with all sorts of flora. An ingenious system, perhaps using an early version of a screw pump, would have lifted water from the nearby Euphrates River to irrigate this vertical oasis. But here's the big problem. Despite how famous these gardens were, we have a strange lack of evidence. Archaeologists have excavated the ancient city of Babylon, in modern-day Iraq, for over a century. They found the foundations of palaces, temples, and the famous Ishtar Gate, but the Hanging Gardens, not a single definitive trace. Even more puzzling, Babylonian records from Nebuchadnezzar's time, which were incredibly detailed, make no mention of this spectacular construction project. You'd think building a giant garden in the sky would be worth writing down, wouldn't you? This silence from Babylonian sources is what makes many historians skeptical. The detailed descriptions we have all come from Greek and Roman writers, who lived centuries after the gardens were supposedly built and had never actually seen them. They were relying on second-hand accounts, stories that could have been exaggerated or misunderstood over time. It's possible the legend was a romanticized tale that grew more elaborate with each telling, a symbol of the opulence and power of a distant, exotic kingdom. So, if they weren't in Babylon, where could they have been? One fascinating theory, proposed by Dr. Stephanie Daly from Oxford University, suggests we've been looking in the wrong place all along. She argues that the Hanging Gardens were actually located in the city of Nineveh, the capital of the rival Assyrian Empire. Hundreds of miles to the north, the ruler of Nineveh, King Sennacherib, was a master builder and engineer who lived about a century before Nebuchadnezzar. Sennacherib's own records boast of creating a palace that has no rival and a wonder for all peoples. He describes building a magnificent garden and a complex system of canals and aqueducts to bring water to the city from mountains far away. Reliefs discovered in his palace at Nineveh depict a beautiful, terraced garden irrigated by an aqueduct. This matches the descriptions of the Hanging Gardens much better than anything found in Babylon. So, could it be that Greek historians confused Babylon with Nineveh and mistakenly attributed Sennacherib's achievement to Nebuchadnezzar? It's a compelling idea that would solve many pieces of the puzzle. Ultimately, the mystery remains. Were the Hanging Gardens a real place in Babylon that has been lost to time? Or were they in Nineveh, misidentified by later historians? Or were they simply a poetic fantasy, a legend of a perfect garden that never truly existed? Perhaps we'll never know for sure. But the search for this lost wonder continues to inspire us, reminding us of the incredible ingenuity and ambition of the ancient world. What do you think? Were the Hanging Gardens real? And if so, where were they? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more historical mysteries. See you next time.